Facility Warden, John Kazupi. Hello, sir. Good, how are you? Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to the Honor Guard and to my favorite warden, John Kazupi. I'd like to call up Chaplain Jason Witcher. He is the chaplain at Salem County Correctional Facility. If he could remain standing, he's going to do the invocation for us.
Good evening. Good evening. I'd like to begin by thanking you for your service to our community. You totally gave great undertaking, it's always appropriate to ask the divine blessing of our Creator. We're all right over the moment. Dear God, we thank you for the public service given to us, the government, the people of your county. We ask that you give them divine wisdom and understanding, Father God, they might be judgment to the honest and effective. Lord God, we ask that you protect their families, that you provide moments of peace as they carry the weight and burden of responsibility that you have upon them. Lord, we ask that you would bless the citizens of this county, that they might be the eyes and ears to provide wise counsel of leadership. And even in time of disgrace, you might find spirit unity to make decisions that affect the people of this county. Lord, we believe by faith, and we ask these things in the name of our Savior. And the church says amen. Amen.
On behalf of the 2025 Salem County Board of County Commissioners, I want to thank you for coming out on this horrible night. I just want to give a shout out to our Public Works Department and our Facilities Management. Our former administrator who's in charge of those departments retired, and this was their first time in a snow emergency that the three of them were working together. So they did a great job. So shout out to Jolyn Mitchell and Dan Hickey and Brittany Davis. So thank you. But I am in possession of the certification by the county clerk of the winners of the 2024 general election, and they are as follows. For the office of County Commissioner, Benjamin H. Laurie and Dr. Gordon Ostrom Jr., and for the office of the Sheriff, Charles Miller. So the oath of office will be administered by the Honorable Frank Hurst. If you could come forward, and if Benjamin H. Laurie and his family would like to come, and you have your family Bible, sir?
I will be joined today with my wife, Kathy, my daughter Brittany, her 4 sons, and my mother, who just recently turned 100.
Amen. Here I am.
might miss me, I can tell you. But I'll come around the side. You want to turn around, Mom? Here we go. We got lots of moms here. I'm going to leave it up to Dad at the end. This is how many times you were sworn in? In, not out. Good. I understand I'm going to get some credit. I will. Okay, good. Very good. So here we are. Look at all these great looking people. Good. Stand, if you would raise your right hand. I, Benjamin H. Lawrence, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And to the governments established in the United States and in the State of New Jersey. United States and the State of New Jersey. Under the authority of the people. And I will faithfully, impartially, and justly. Perform all the duties. Of the office of Salem County Commissioner. To the best of my ability, so help me God. Here he is, folks.
So, the oath of office will be administered by the Honorable Frank Hurst for Dr. Corbin J. Ostrom Jr. And if I could have Dr. Ostrom and his family come up front, please. Here's a Bible break.
Bible. We have Gordon, Mickey, his beautiful wife. We're here many times. This is your now third career. Cowboy. Doctor. I've seen you ride. It's good. But here we are. Great time. I've had the great fortune of knowing the Ostrom family for a long, long time and watched everything that this man has done. We are lucky to have him tonight and lucky to have him as a friend. So I'm happy to be here. And being called honorable, my hourly rate will go up more. So, I, Gordon Ostrom Jr. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in the state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Salem County Commissioner according to the best of my ability. So help me God. And now he gets a kiss from his beautiful wife.
The Honorable Frank Hurst will now administer the oath of office to the Honorable Charles Miller. If Chuck and his family could come up front.
Who's holding the Bible, Chuck? I think they will. Oh, good. Wonderful. Is this your speech from your house? It's direction to you, you know. I did a again, it's been a long time, hasn't it? And we've seen marvelous careers from Salem City Police Department, through Elsinburg Township Police Department, to the prosecutor's office, and now it's a new sheriff. You happy for him? Very good. All right, you would I, Charles Miller,
I, Charles Miller,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
for the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and the State of New Jersey, under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Salem County Sheriff according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
best of my ability.
It's all yours, folks.
So the Honorable Charles Miller will now administer the oath of office to Michael Peterson.
And before I do so, Frank, I just thank you first. 1984, brought me on as the president of the and you truly are the core of true life. Again, thank you and your family for all you've done and provided leadership for work and success. There's honest reflection. This is sincere thank you. Thank you.
That's nice.
Peterson family, just bring the crowd. You can bring the crowd. I, Michael L. Peterson. I, Michael L. Peterson. Do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And that I will faithfully. And that I will faithfully. Impartially. And justly perform. All the duties of the undersheriff. Of the County of Salem. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. Undersheriff Basemeyer, please come back. I, Brian N. Basemeyer. I, Brian N. Basemeyer. Do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear. Or that I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And that I will faithfully. And that I will faithfully. Impartially. And justly perform. All the duties of undersheriff. All the duties of undersheriff. Of the County of Salem. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. So help me God. If I may delay for just a few minutes, for those of you who don't know the two undersheriffs, I had the opportunity to hire those guys twice now. Brian Basemeyer was a young detective who worked for me under the narcotics division and later became chief of the sales prosecutor's office. And during that time, we had the opportunity to work with a young New Jersey State policeman who later became detective and later became a lieutenant in charge of numerous squads throughout the state police, Mike Peterson. So I've had the pleasure of working with both of these guys for a long time, and they've really done an excellent job with the residents of Salem County. Spend most of their time here in Salem County, again, making it a better place for all. So we're really excited to have both of these guys on our team and look forward to the good things that both of them can provide for the sheriff's office. So thank you guys for being excited.
So I'd like to call to order the 2025 Salem County Reorganization Meeting. The adequate notice is pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, and by posting notice in the Fifth Street office complex, and by filing notice in the offices of the Salem County Clerk and the Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance. Commissioner Laurie.
Here.
Commissioner Ostrom.
Here.
Commissioner Ramsey.
Here.
Commissioner Taylor.
Here.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a quorum. So now, the election of County Commissioner Director. I open nominations.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Ben Laurie.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Ostrom. Roll call.
Yes. We haven't closed the meeting.
Oh, sorry.
I'll move to close
Close it. Yeah,
the
sorry.
nomination.
Second.
All in favor? Well, I'm going to do a roll call. So, Commissioner Ostrom,
Still yes.
Commissioner Timmerman,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Laurie.
Yes.
You are now,
I'm sure.
well, you will be sworn in. But, so, the Honorable Frank Hurst will swear in the Honorable Benjamin H. Laurie as Commissioner Director.
Then honorable guy again.
I know. I wrote it a lie.
Good to see you again, Frank. You want me to?
I was,
Thank you for inviting me.
When you usually call dishonorable, it's such a rush.
I think I wrote it so many times I was trying to
You're
convince
next.
myself.
Frank is one of the reasons I got elected. We had an event at the and I made some kind of speech remark. It was actually a thousand votes. People in Salem County didn't know who I was and who I ended up meeting. So, nice, Frank, I guess.
Well, it was my pleasure. It was a terrible job. I didn't play it. So a lot of air conditioners, a lot of heaters. Tommy, yeah, here he is. He's sworn again. These wonderful kids.
And I'll recognize Julie Atkins, who is the commissioner, the freeholder director at the time, said, Ben, you need to join Wing 2 meetings a month. It's easy. I'll move that against you for a long time.
Here we go, guys. I, Benjamin H. Lowry,
I, Benjamin E. Laurie,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in the State of New Jersey,
and the State of New Jersey.
under the authority of the people,
Under the authority of the people,
I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of Salem County Commissioner
perform all the duties of Salem County Commissioner
and Commissioner Director. Got to aim for the right script and everything. 2 jobs, 2 pays, to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Now accept nominations for Deputy Director.
I'd like to nominate Mickey Ostrom for director, please. I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and second. Any others? Make a nomination that make a motion that the nominations be closed. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Now I'd like to continue on with a motion that he will be Deputy Director. And could I get a roll call?
Commissioner Ostrom.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramsey,
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
Okay.
Stand back.
Well, I think you should thank Commissioner Hurst.
Kelly, I gotta ask you, at home, do you call him director, or deputy director, or the same scenario as we went over a long time ago? Well, here we are, and this is honorable because this is a wonderful day. I, Gordon J. Osborne Jr. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in the state under the authority of the people, that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform the duties of the Salem County Deputy Director according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Kelly, interrupt me.
Thank you, Frank. And thank you, Mickey, for being part of this. And all the commissioners. We have a very fine team. They work very hard, and I appreciate each one of them. We're going to move on to the resolutions, conduct a little business, and we'll move on. We're going to read resolutions 1 through 4, 6, 8, 8 through 54. We're going to read those in bulk, and hold 5 and 7, which will be read together. Do you want to begin?
Sure. Resolution 1, resolution for the adoption of the rules to govern the Salem County Board of County Commissioners for year 2025. Resolution 2, resolution for compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act for the County of Salem. 3, resolution setting job classification titles and salary ranges for 2025. 4, resolution adopting the 2025 temporary budget. 6, resolution approving signatories for the required bank accounts for the County of Salem. 8, resolution authorizing the execution of the governing body's certifications of compliance with the United States Equal Opportunity Employment Commission's enforcement guidance. 9, resolution assigning county departments for 2025. 10, resolution designating county commissioner member or liaison for various boards, commissions, and agencies outside of Salem County government, 2025. Resolution 11, resolution for the appointment of county commission members to various education boards and committees. 12, resolution appointing a mental health administrator for the County of Salem, Shannon Reese. 13, resolution appointing a public agency compliance officer for the County of Salem, Jeffrey Ridgway Jr. 14, resolution appointing a county adjuster for the County of Salem, Linwood Donaldson. 15, resolution appointing Agricultural Development Board, John Combs and Zach Pickey. 16, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Board of Social Services, Richard Pfeiffer. 17, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Commission on Women, Elizabeth McKinley, Sharon Harris, Dana Hoblitzel, thank you, Deborah Hackett, and Mariel LeBoy. 18, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Construction Board of Appeals, Charles Hughes, Fire Code Official, and Tim O'Donnell, alternate Fire Code Official, John Siebert, Diana Ford, and Jim McKelvey. 19, resolution 19, appointing a member to the Salem County Cultural and Heritage Commission, Cindy Nolan, Annette Devitt, Tom Mason, Jim Strong, and Emily Grenier. 20, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Economic Development Advisory Council, Julie Johnson, Chris Cavallero, Mark Valente, Chair, Michael Borman, Jack Swain, April Venable, Ken Rebel, Jennifer Jones, Julie Acton, and Carrie Italiano. 21, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Human Relations Advisory Board, Kristen Telsey, James Gillespie IV, Jose Sanchez, Bertha Hyman, Brian Miller, Robert Brady, Douglas Bell, Ida Garlick, Maribel Bermudez, Patricia Braxton, and Julie Harris. 22, resolution appointing members to the Citizens Local Advisory Committee on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse, LACADA. 23, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Mental Health Board, Christina Chillum, April Bryant, Victoria Marizio, Alan J. Cummings, and Robert Brady. 24, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Improvement Authority, Barry Davis. 25, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Advisory Council for the Salem County Office on Aging, Felicia Johnson, Jackie Colon, June Vicente, and Floyd Shoemaker. 26, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Transportation Advisory Council for casino revenues, Evelyn Schuman and Ann Richmond. 27, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Planning Board, John Humphreys II, Alimo Group County Planner, John Seaver, Engineering Department Head, Jim McKelvey, Alimo Engineer, and Joe Augustine, Alimo Planner. 28, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Shared Services Working Group, Kelly Hannigan, Carrie Italiano, and Beth Booth. 29, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Tourism Advisory Council, Jim Grant, Heather Yale, and Steve Graham. 30, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Veteran Advisory Board, Brenda Paris Banks, Dan Riley, Stan Kite III, Megan Rabley, William Berglund, Patrick Hassler, Mark M. Taylor Jr., Frank Hofacker, Bob Richards, Lester Sutton, Frederick Weisgerber, Cordell Carr, Brian Sheets, Gwen Paris Atwell, Joshua DuBois, Dion Henry, Tom Panko III, and John Butcher. 31, resolution appointing members to the Salem County Community College Trustee Search Committee, Grace Allegro, Bob Bender, William Maston, Connie McAllister, Stacy Pennington, Harvey Saunders, and William Taylor. 32, resolution appointing members to the South Jersey Economic Development District for the County of Salem, Martin J. Einstein, Carrie Italiano, and Sean Saxey. 33, resolution appointing representatives for the County of Salem to the South Jersey Transportation Planning Organization. 34, resolution for the appointment of County Commissioner representative to the New Jersey Association of Counties, Ben Laurie. 35, resolution to appoint members to the Cumberland Salem Cape May Workforce Development Board, Carrie Italiano and Tom Wojsaki. Resolution to appoint members to the Salem County Youth Services Commission. Do you want me to read all of them? Thank you. 37, resolution to appoint the Executive Director of Emergency Services, Emergency Management Coordinator for the County of Salem, Scott Hughes. 38, resolution appointing the fire official for the County of Salem, Timothy J. O'Donnell. 39, resolution to appoint members to the Salem County Pollution Control Financing Authority, Donald Acey. 40, resolution to appoint the Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator for the County of Salem, Jeffrey Pomper. 41, resolution awarding a contract for bond counsel for the County of Salem, Archer and Briner. 42, resolution awarding a contract for financial advisor, Phoenix Advisors. 43, resolution awarding a contract for general auditor for the County of Salem, Bowman and Company. 44, resolution awarding a contract for civil litigation counsel for the County of Salem. Ambino and Devon, Barker, Geflin, James and Servas, Marla DiMarcantonio, Upholston, McDonald, David, and Miles, and Marmero Law. 45, resolution awarding a contract for labor counsel for the County of Salem, Archer and Briner. 46, resolution awarding a contract for railroad engineering services for the County of Salem, Pinoni Associates. 47, resolution awarding a contract for county planner for the County of Salem, Alimo Group Consulting Engineers. 48, resolution awarding a contract for general architect for the County of Salem, USA Architects. 49, resolution awarding a contract for medical director for the Salem County Department of Health and Human Services, Dr. Robert Smith. 50, resolution awarding a contract for county engineering firm, Alimo Group Consulting Engineers. 51, resolution awarding a contract for county counsel for the County of Salem, Karen M. Woods, Esquire. 52, resolution awarding a contract for risk management consultant for the County of Salem, the Barclay Group. 53, resolution awarding a contract for health insurance broker for the County of Salem, Insurance Solutions. 54, resolution to appoint the 911 coordinator for the County of Salem, Lawrence W. Fisher Jr.
Commissioners, did you hear the reading of resolutions, or would you like them read again? One more time. One more time. Commissioners, you've heard the reading of the resolutions. What's your pleasure? Making a motion?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt these 52 resolutions.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Deputy Director Oscar.
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor.
Yes.
Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. Could you read the last two, 5 and 7 together, please?
Resolution 5, resolution designating a custodian of funds and depositories for municipal monies and authorizing investment of funds at interest for the County of Salem. And 7, resolution adopting a cash management plan for the County of Salem.
Commissioners, you have the reading of these two resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Yes, Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt these two resolutions, please.
I'll second the motion.
Director. Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Deputy Director Oster,
Yes.
Commissioner Timmerman,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Taylor,
Abstain?
Commissioner Ramsey,
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes. Thank you. Commissioners, now's the time that you want to talk to these fine people, and it's a great honor for all these people to be here. If you have anything you'd like to say. Nikki, I'm sure you always have to start off.
Are you trying to say I have a big mouth? That would not be the first time. Kelly, no comments, please. Been a great year in Salem County. We've had challenges. We're all aware of that. I'm really proud, truly proud of the work that this board has done in the interests of our neighbors and families. Everyone here pitches in. The two things that I want to highlight, first of all, we're very excited about the broadband project, the Middle Mile Broadband Project, to expand internet services, web connectivity to all our underserved and unserved residents in the community. That's a joint project with Cumberland County. However, we are getting some last mile, and last mile providers are the ones who actually bring the services to your home from the backbone of the service of the system. And Salem County has identified a few other areas that are particularly underserved, and we're currently looking for partners. We have grants from Congressman Van Drew. USDA has given us 3.75, I believe, was the number, and we're seeking some more numbers from the state. I just want to also take a moment to note that we are still continuing work on a regional jail project. I know there's a lot of uncertainty in the community about what that's going to mean. We are very cognizant of everybody's concerns. We're working very closely with Sheriff Miller and Warden Kazupi, who will be instrumental in crafting such an institution. But the bottom line is, if we can make this work in a way that Salem County is protected from any negative fiscal or social downfall, and that will be a non-negotiable point of any agreements we enter into. But we hope to be able to save the county of Salem's taxpayers. Oh, Kelly's over there going to win, so I'm going to say $8 or $10 million a year. So it's something that we need to pursue. It will be done correctly. Let me assure you, there've been a lot of questions in the community, but I think I'll turn this over to my colleagues and let them expand on other projects we're doing.
Commissioner Ramsey.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Director. Happy New Year to everyone here, and I'm personally glad 24 is behind us. It's quite a challenging year, I think, on all of us, but we have a lot to look forward in 2024. I'd like to congratulate Mickey and Ben on their re-election and reappointments to Director and Deputy Director. I think we have a stupendous board that works together in all the best ways they can. With a few differences here and there along the way, but that goes with any group of people. I'm charged with public works, economic development. Last year was a very good year for public works. We paved over 26 roads. We are mapping all of our roads, our stormwater inlets, outlets, signs, everything. We're putting it into computer program so we can track this a lot better. And that's going to go a long way. Stormwater, as we all know, is a problem in Salem County. We're below sea level in some areas, and we have the dikes to prove it. But that work's ongoing, and I want to congratulate Public Works Director Joanne Mitchell and Engineering Director John Seaver. They're doing a wonderful job with that. It's a long, arduous job to get out there and map it all and get it on the computer, but it's moving along very well, so we're pleased in those respects. this year, after a lot of haggling and trying to squeeze nickels and dimes, we'll be doing a lot of in-house road damage to area repaving projects. And we'll be doing sections where all your potholes are that we fill on a regular basis to the tune of about $60,000 to $70,000 a year. We're going to scrape all that off, repave it, so that we'll be doing 100, 500-foot sections and cut down on all this pothole work that we're doing time and time again. I'm sure it's happening today. We had a little snow, some ice, and the potholes will be popping up very quickly on you. So drive carefully on your way home. Just don't know where they are. We have a new economic development director, Sean Sepsi, who came on board in August of this year. We're very pleased with his work. He's doing a stupendous job. He's working hand in hand with our tourism director, Jake Bugansky, who we brought on about a year and a half ago. I'm sure Cordy will have some things to say about them. But economic development and tourism is a like-minded business. However, they're two different businesses. But we have two great guys that are working hand in hand. We have them in an office with no windows together, so they can't escape. But they're doing a great job, and you will start to see some of that movement come forward this year. And with that, I just want to wish us all a happy 2025 and go Salem.
Corey, Commissioner?
Thank you, Director. And I too will pass on congratulations to you and the Deputy Director, and Happy New Year to all of you. And I will point out that the five of us always talk like this and always dress like this. We get along so well. But we do a great job together, and I dovetail on the IT world with Nikki on the broadband, but it's also IT for the county, is how we can make that better. Ed and I work in it while he's going to map the roads. I try to stay away from it, but the planning board is part of that, and certainly the cross development plan that's coming up in 2025 will be an opportunity for us to get our road map and get the municipalities on board with technology. The only two things I want to point out, I should have done last, I could have done a shorter talk, but is the 250th is coming up in a year. It's sesquicentennial. It took me a year to say that word, sesquicentennial, but it's coming up in next year. Obviously, 250 years ago, there were events going on this year, the year before the sesquicentennial. So the tourism bit and that cultural heritage, I'll call it, is an opportunity for Salem to capitalize on its great heritage. So whether it's supportive economic development with Ed, or it's the tourism bit, or our cultural heritage, it's going to be something I hope you're all proud of, because I certainly am for Salem County. So thank you, and here's to a great 2025.
Thank you. Commissioner Dan Timmerman, Doctor.
Thank you. Congratulations, Ben, for re-election. I'll be serving now my third year, elected for the first time a couple of years ago. And I'll be serving for the third year in a row as liaison to Health and Human Services, which I'm very proud of. June Cyber, who's our director, basically is so prolific at writing grants that she's able to fund all of Health and Human Services for Salem County without taking any taxpayer money. And I mean it. She is something else. And I'm very proud to be working with her. I've been appointed to 2 new boards this year, one with Mr. Gorman, which I'm looking forward to. Dr. Gorman is serving at the Salem Community College as a liaison. And he also approached me about working on the nursing school, the new nursing school. We need nurses in Salem County, as you all know. I'm also looking forward to sitting on the VOTEC board as well. Jason Helder, who's not here in attendance, who is the principal, is a very old friend of mine, who's my son's basketball coach, way before I even thought I would ever go into politics. So I'm lucky to be working with him in Salem County. I'd also like to thank Mr. Hurst, who swore me in, and his beautiful wife, who is the actual Honorable Hurst, as far as I'm concerned. And she's the reason I know Frank, at all. It's a long story. And I'd also like to thank Dave Bailey, who's encouraged me during my time, and I'd like to thank Senator Berticelli for being here as well. And there are two shout outs that I'd like to make. Lee Ware is not here. He sat in his chair for 30 years. I think so. I mean, I can feel the debt. Lee was a patient of mine when I first started law school, and he was the one who talked to me, him and Beth Timmerman, and said, "What are you going to do with this?" And I didn't know at the time, and we talked further. And then there's another person who came into my life, Scott Griscom, who also sat on this board, and they both encouraged me. And thanks to them and the other people I mentioned, I'm sitting here before you. And thank you to all of you for electing me to be here. I hope to serve maybe as long as Mickey, maybe as long as Ben. I don't know yet. One step at a time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan. Commissioner Timmerman. This is the dangerous part of the meeting. And this is where I try to announce all the honorable people that are here because there's a tremendous amount. And I apologize right up front if I forget you. You're honorable, and I'll catch you next time.
You can bring me.
And she wrote most of them, so if you missed them.
Sorry.
But first and foremost, our Senator Berticelli, if you'll raise your hand after I announce your name. Senator Berticelli, thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do in the state for us. Former Assemblywoman Beth Sawyer's here. Beth. Former Freeholder Director Julie Acton. Julie was the first female director freeholder of Salem County. Mayor Ed McKelvey. Ed, somewhere back there. Thanks, Ed. Mayor of Alloway. Assemblyman Dave Bailey. Welcome, Dave. Thanks for being here. Clerk Dale Cross, who served with me on the freeholder board for many years. Thank you, Dale. Is he Dale for you? He's in the back. There you go. Smart. Our warden, John Kazuki. Our county engineer, Jim McKelvey. Jim. Our director of OEM, Scott Haynes. Thank you for being here, Scott. Salem County Community College President, Mike Gorman. Thank you, Mike. Linwood Donaldson, Chairman of the Board of the VOTEC. Thank you for being here. And a what?
County adjuster.
And a county adjuster. Good job. Mary Lou Chalice, who's amazing woman in Salem County. Thank you for being here. Sheriff Chuck Miller. Chuck, welcome and congratulations on your election. Gwen Paris Atwell, thank you for your service and thank you for the service on the Board of Social Services. Thank you. Brenda Banks, doing a great job, Brenda, in Veterans Affairs. And not least is Doug Wright, former CFO. Doug, there you are. Thanks for being there. Many times when I was a freshman freeholder, the lights would be on at nighttime in the administration building. He'd be working late. Thank you, Doug, for all those hard hours. Many of you are political people that have seen the Trump speech yesterday and the expansionism that's going on. And so Mickey and I talked about expanding Salem County. They're looking at Greenland. We're looking at Greenwich to the north and Greenwich to the south. And we're talking about, and I talked to the Shuck about it, and he says, well, I'm not going to commit that we're not going to use force. Okay. So that's our expansionism. What? Commissioner Philbin? Philbin. There he is. From Gloucester County. That was a joke about it.
Be careful.
We're not going to East Greenwich. I actually will cut this really short because it's 2 pages of stuff, but I do, if on your way in or on your way out, take a look at the new courthouse and its expenditure from the county of $40 million, which we got a lot of contributors from the state. Thank you, Beth. Thank you for Van Drew for getting some of that money, and it's beautiful. They did a great job. The $80 million courthouse is going to cost us about 35. So they did a good job on that.
Mr. Hurst had a big hand in that.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. I do want to recognize my team, which is our solicitor, Karen, our CFO, Kelly, and now this is interesting that we lost our administrator, Jeff Ridgway, who's been with us for 20 years. Amazing Jan, has really helped this county. did a lot of jobs, and we appreciate his service. But we wanted to save money, so instead of changing our letterhead, we hired his son, who's also Jeff Ridgway. So now the business cards and the letterhead could stay the same. But Jeff, thank you for being on board. He does multiple jobs also. He's also our qualified purchasing agent, amongst other things. So thank you for what you do. I wanted to read all the volunteers in Salem County, but I got over 200 of them, so I'm not going to read those. Then I was going to read all the different departments in Salem County that have volunteers, and that was between 20 and 30, so I'm not going to do that. I just want to tell you, there are a lot of volunteers in this county. They need a lot of thanks. That's not even the EMS, the more important, the EMS and the fire department, what they do. These are just people that volunteer their time in the county, and I want to thank them very much. I thank you and the commissioners, although they get paid, they do support the entire county. They put a lot of time and effort in. That's it for me. I do want to introduce one more person, Dan Pittman, pastor of the Illuminate Church in Elmer. If you could pronounce the benediction, please.
So Paul, when he's writing his second letter to the church in Corinth, the church is undergoing, or they're coming out of a time of challenge. So as he closes that letter, he gives them some words as they look toward the bright and hopeful future. And so I love those same words were appropriate to speak over this board and this county as you look to 2025 and beyond to a bright and hopeful future. And so there in 2 Corinthians chapter 13, beginning in verse 11, Paul writes this. Finally, brothers and sisters, rejoice. Aim for restoration, comfort one another, agree with one another, live in peace, and the God of love and peace will be with you.
Thank you. Our next meeting will be January 15th. We're a lot more business on that meeting. That'll be at 6 p.m. right here. And can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please raise your right hand. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming.